So what's happening now? Where are you?
So I've gone back to my childhood when I was at secondary school, and the anxiety and the fear around standing up in class and speaking or reading or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me feel quite anxious.
Okay. And so let's see what happens. Feeling anxious. How old are you?
13, 14.
Mm-hmm. And who's there?
Who's there?
Is there a teacher there?
I mean, I know that a teacher would be there, but I'm not seeing a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of me experiencing that memory, how it felt.
Mm. Okay. So just allow that feeling. Where in your body do you feel that?
In my stomach.
Okay, so just allowing that feeling in your stomach. Take you deeper and deeper into that experience.
Now I've flashed into another life.
Mm-hmm.
When I was Mary Boleyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm experiencing similar feelings, but this is more about me being seen. I want to say by the vultures.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very anxious about being around people in court. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be seen. It's like a fear of if I'm seen, because I'm a female, I don't want that attention, that sort of attention.
So what will happen if you're seen?
Well, I'll have no choice but to fulfill the desires of those in power.
What we have to do, we have to fulfill the desires of those in power.
Basically. And I don't really want to. I'm far too young. I don't want to be in that situation.
How old are you?
A number just came in my head and it was 13.
Mm-hmm. You're 13. And when you say that you'd have to fulfill their desires, what does that mean?
So if a pretty young girl comes into court, she's new, she's attractive, she's seen, you know, there's a desire there from others. They may want to fulfill their urges.
Their sexual urges, you mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you fear men desiring you?
Yes, but not just that. I just don't want to be here. I just don't want to be seen. I don't want to be in this place.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really have much choice.
Why do you not have much choice?
Because of the family lines.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of being, it's just what we have to do. We have to follow the family lines.
Mm. And so, Mary, let's move forward to a time and see what happens. Let's move forward to a significant time.
I know this timeline. This is Mary's, Ann's execution.
Mm-hmm.
I was standing at the back watching. I had a black coat with a hood on and black gloves.
Mm.
I'm standing at the back watching.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't supposed to be there. And I feel guilty that I could have maybe done more
Mm-hmm.
to prevent what had happened.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you?
A young woman, I don't know, early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, something like that.
And who is it that's got the black cloak and hood on?
That's me.
Okay. So you're wearing a black hood and cloak. And
Yes.
what's Anne wearing?
She's wearing a velvet dress. It's fairly plain.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite low, so they can get to the neck.
Mm-hmm.
They make them like that. It's short sleeves. It's very basic.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a dark colour.
Mm-hmm. And what relationship is Anne to you?
She's my sister.
She's your sister. Mm-hmm. And so how are you feeling?
Helpless.
Mm-hmm. And who else is there that you know?
Nobody. I'm on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are lots of people here, but I'm not supposed to be there. Basically, that's why I have this very big hood on, which is
So you're hiding.
covering,
Mm.
covering my face.
And what would happen, do you think, if people saw you?
Well, it was forbidden because of the shame upon the family.
Who forbade it?
My father, my mother, the court.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad.
Mm-hmm. And so why is Anne there? Why is she being executed?
Because she played a very, very dangerous game.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way, I saw it coming. I knew that this would backfire.
What did she do?
She was playing games within court. She was very flirtatious around other men.
Mm-hmm.
She just just wanted danger the whole time. She had to feel this danger, this thrill.
Mm-hmm. And so let's move forward and see what happens.
So I am no longer part of court, and I wasn't at the execution, which is why it was easy for me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer part of it. I've moved away.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own home, which I'm happy with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy in my home.
Where do you live? What's your home like?
It's a beautiful manor house in the countryside.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And so Anne has been executed now.
Sorry?
Has Anne been executed now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So let's move forward. And let's see if there's anything else significant in this lifetime. Just allowing any scenes to close. 3, 2, 1. Finding yourself in another scene, another time.
I'm playing in a field with my son. He's very happy. He's giggling and laughing. He must be about 7 or 8. It's just him and I.
What's your son's name?
Edward.
And where is your husband?
He's not with us, but he's around, but he's not with us at the moment.
So you're playing in field with Edward.
Yeah, it's just a really beautiful moment. The sun is really bright. It's a lovely warm day, and there's a slight breeze, and the grass is blowing in the wind. It's just really a lovely moment.
And is there anything significant here for you, or shall we move forward?
No, let's move forward.
So finding yourself leaving that scene and moving forward to another time, another place, space. That's significant.
Okay, I'm back to when we first went into the meditation. I saw, I think it's me, I'm not sure, standing on a very tall hill or a mountain. And I'm dressed sort of, they look like Ugg boots, but they're not. They're made of animal skin and fur.
And are you male or female?
I'm female.
And what's your name? What do people call you?
I'm not sure.
Okay. And just look down at your feet, and then you can see, move up your body and see what else you wear.
So the boots look very Native American Indian.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have a bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So look around you and see the landscape, place where you are.
I'm so high up, I can see for absolutely miles and miles and miles. And there's like a fog over the landscape.
Mm-hmm. Are you on a mountain?
Yeah, I must be by how high I am.
Mm-hmm.
But there are lots and lots of rolling hills.
Beautiful.
It's interesting because it doesn't look like America. It looks like England.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So just allowing your conscious mind to relax and let go. And allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into this experience. And so as you're on this mountain, you're looking out at these beautiful rolling hills. How are you feeling?
Well, a couple of words are coming in my head. Settlement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing what kind of looks like yurts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm looking down at this settlement and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, they live in yurts, what look like yurts.
So are you living in a yurt?
I'm not sure.
So let's see what happens.
So I'm starting to run down the hillside, and the fog has cleared, and there's all beautiful wild flowers, buttercups, them little white daisies.
Beautiful. So what else can you see?
Sorry?
What else can you see? Are there any people there?
No, I don't see anyone else at the moment. I'm now next to a river, a little river that's running through a woodland.
What kind of trees are there?
They're very mossy. Their trunks have green moss on them. Again, it looks like an English woodland.
Very good.
But this river, it looks very very man-made. It's like somebody has purposely put all these rocks there to direct this water. All these, and the bed of the river is lots and lots of little pebbles. It's like it's not a natural. When it's not really a river. It's more of a little brook. But I feel this has been man-made.
And if you were to know what year it was. Perhaps you can see the figures written on the floor. First number that comes into your mind.
Well, I think I'm trying to analyse it. The first number that came into my head was 18.
18. Okay. And let's move forward and see what happens.
I'm now foraging and hunting. I'm hunting a deer. And I'm stalking this deer in the woods. And our yurts are made of animal hide. But what is bizarre is that I've just gone over a style, a wooden style that you would get now. But it looks like it's rotted and old.
Okay. So let's see what happens.
So I'm just entering into a field, and this field is very much the type of field that you would see in somewhere like Cornwall, where they rock build the boundaries.
Yeah. Like dry stone walls.
Yeah.
Very good. And let's see what you're doing here. Just look down at your feet. Notice what you're wearing on your feet, if anything.
I've still got those Ugg boot things on.
Okay. Good.
I believe they're made of sheepskin.
Oh. And are you still stalking the deer?
I think the deer's got away. I feel guided to go over to one of these walls and pull out a brick, and inside is a gold chain, like with like a round locket.
And is there anything in the locket? Does the locket open?
I believe there's a picture of a family member in this locket. And I can't help but think that this is the future. I don't believe this is the past. I think what I'm seeing is the future.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
So let's open the locket. See inside.
I think it's my mum. My brain is trying to analyse this all.
So just allow your brain to relax.
Sorry?
Just allow your brain to relax.
I feel that anything that is precious like that, you need to hide.
For what reason?
Because I kind of feel that there's not a lot of this, there's not gold chains. People don't have gold chains. This is something that is really quite rare.
And what year are you in?
I'm having problems identifying that. All I'm getting is 18. But I don't know what the first two numbers are.
So if you were to imagine the first two numbers, just allow the numbers to come into your mind now. You can make it up if you want to.
Well, my brain's trying to analyse what I'm seeing.
So let's just invite your brain to step aside and relax. And you can analyse it later. This is allowing you to experience what you experience without analysing, just accepting.
I think it's a 3.
So is it 318?
I think it's a 30.
3018. Okay. Very good.
Which would be crazy.
So let's just move forward and see what happens next.
So I'm back at the yurt with the rest of the people. There's not many people that live within this community. We're quite a small. There's a big fire.
Like a campfire, or?
Yeah, like a campfire.
So do you have family here?
I don't feel like I do, no.
Okay. Do you have a physical body?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And so is there something significant for you to see in this time?
I feel that when I compare this lifetime with this lifetime, that it may appear on the surface that we have gone backward. It is so different. It's like I've gone back hundreds and hundreds of years in time, and yet it's the future's time. I believe we have everything we need: water, food, shelter, warmth. But I don't see any of the technologies that we have now.
Okay.
And when I was standing on that mountainside, all I could see was just rolling hills and fields. I couldn't see any other settlements, any other people. It's like there's no one else around in this area.
And how many people roughly are in this settlement with you?
I want to say 6.
It's a very small settlement.
Yes.
And none of those people are family to you?
No.
Okay. So let's move forward and see what happens next.
I sense that I'm at some stone structures like Stonehenge, something similar.
When you say a stone structure, what kind of format does it have? Is it circle or?
Well, it looks very much like Stonehenge, actually.
Okay. Very good.
I feel that there has been a pilgrimage to this place.
And are there others with you?
Yes, but a very, very small group.
And what is the purpose of this pilgrimage?
Because it's a sacred site.
And what time of year is it?
Well, I don't feel cold, so it's weird that there's no one else there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we've met anyone else on our travels either.
Mm. So what do you do at this sacred site?
I think we've just come here just to be in this place, just to be in its energy. It's to feel the stones,
Mm-hmm.
to...
And how do you feel in this place?
How do I feel them?
Mm.
With my hands.
Mm. How do you feel when you touch the stones? How do you feel being in the sacred site?
I don't really feel anything.
Are you happy to be here?
Yeah, I'm like inquisitive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're curious. Mm-hmm. So let's move forward and see what happens.
Well, this is weird. I'm now under the ice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big ice tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
The ice is beautiful. It's like got this lovely blue haze.
Mm-hmm.
And the shapes are amazing. I'm still wearing those same boots and the same clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, with what I'm wearing, it seems more fitting with the temperature.
Are you dressed for the cold?
Yeah, but I've always been dressed for the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Big sheepskin coat
Mm.
that
Okay.
goes down to my boots and a big hood.
Okay.
And I'm wearing that now.
Mm-hmm. So you're under the ice tunnel.
Yeah, it's like we're just looking for people. And like at the bottom of at the base of this tunnel, there's like a little river.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking in the river. But all around us is like this ice tunnel.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get into the ice tunnel?
Got no idea. I don't know.
Okay. So you're walking through the tunnel. How deep is this water at the base of the tunnel?
Very, very shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very shallow. but it's a constant flow of water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I wonder if you find any other people.
Well, we haven't done so far.
Hmm.
Maybe that's what we're looking for, people. Other people.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a memory of family?
I'm not sure. If I do, it feels very, very distant.
Okay.
I can't help but think that I never ever met my mum,
Mm-hmm.
which is why that locket is so important to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you know what happened to your mum?
I want to say that she perished.
Mm-hmm. And what about your father?
Sorry?
What about your father?
I don't know anything about him.
Okay. So let's condense time and let's move forward to the end of this time. Let's see what happens.
I'm just seeing water.
Mm-hmm.
It's very choppy water.
Mm-hmm. River? Is it the sea? What type of water?
Sorry?
Is it the river or the sea? What type of water is it?
It's the sea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There appear to be a lot of whales in the sea.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I feel like I'm in a little boat on my own
Mm-hmm.
on this sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hanging on for dear life because it's so choppy and I don't have any oars or anything.
Mm-hmm. And what's the boat made of?
boat's made of wood.
Mm-hmm. Let's move forward and see what happens. What happens next?
I'm not sure what's happening there.
Are you in a body?
I don't know.
Let's call in your subconscious and your higher self, that part of you that's all wise, all knowing. Let's invite the higher self, subconscious, to tell you what's the significance of showing you these different lifetimes. So you showed us the lifetime of Mary Boleyn, and then you showed us the lifetime of settlement.
It was to demonstrate how insignificant those lives were. In terms of the struggle, the worry, and that the soul is infinite, and those lifetimes were a very short proportion of the whole.
Very good. And I wonder if there's a significance with regard to Shelley's fears or anxieties about being visible. In those lifetimes, she got anxious about men's desires. She witnessed an execution.
No.
And she said that she felt she had to hide things that were precious. What's stopping Shelley from being visible now in this lifetime?
Fear of judgment.
And how can you best help Shelley to overcome that? What's the worst thing about being judged?
That others can say unkind words.
And what would happen if others did say unkind words?
It would it would knock her off balance.
So is there something that you can do to help her with this?
Future timelines are opening. It is a matter of facing fear. And when one is visible, one must expect others to not understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody will be in an understanding, of the teaching. Some are not ready yet.
Mm.
Some do not understand.
Mm-hmm.
So when we analyze judgments, it is not because of malice, it is because people do not understand.
Mm.
They have not yet evolved.
Yeah. So can we teach Shelley what it feels like to live without the fear of others' criticism or judgment? What's the feeling that she needs so that she can be able to live without fearing that criticism and judgment from others?
To not take rejection so personally.
Mm. Yeah.
Where it is not a reflection of her actions,
Mm-hmm.
her abilities.
Mm. Very good.
So to think of the whole and not just,
Mm.
I am not worthy of this because.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. Well, thank you very much for showing Shelley those lifetimes. And perhaps if there are any feelings that you might like to download, Shelley, or anything that you wish her to have that she doesn't have, any resources that you can download that now or later. Knowing that you're always in communication with your higher self, Shelley. That these lessons can be received in the highest and the best way possible for you, now or later.
I would like to add something.
Mm-hmm.
When we analyse the lives that have been shown, the last life, there was no judgment, there was no
Mm-hmm.
being in view, being seen,
Mm-hmm.
and it was to demonstrate that these experiences are familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And if we tap into those past experiences, they are able to assist us in this current lifetime.
Mm. Very good. Okay, well, we thank you for sharing that information. And right now, I'm going to invite your guides to step back, invite your higher self to bring you now back in your own way, in your own time, into waking consciousness, coming back feeling refreshed, feeling alert, and knowing that you can allow yourself to receive these teachings as you move forward, and it's safe for you to be visible, to be seen, that you already have this within you. Just becoming more aware of your physical body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, very gently opening your eyes, wide awake, refreshed, alert, and remembering all that you need to remember. Welcome back.
That was weird. What was that about?
Interesting.